So in another video, I shared with you the shoehorn LED, and basically it's kind of something that may work for you, may not work for all applications. I want to show you another thing that may not work for all applications. This was recommended to me actually at Playlist Live by Lamar Wilson, and what I have in my hand here is a remote shutter for the Canon 650D. Now the Canon 650D does have automatic focus during video, which can be great. Let me go ahead and turn it on here. But if you watch the video, you'll see that it's going to shake a little bit, and that's because this is a little iffy of a lens. But even then, when it focuses in and out, it can go a little bit too far, a little bit too far back, and if you're moving and stuff in your shots, you don't necessarily want that to be the case. But obviously, you don't want to just always be blurry when you're back here. Sometimes you want to be able to focus the camera. But if I came up here to hold the shutter halfway down to try and get it to focus, then I wouldn't be back there, so it couldn't find me. So I'm going to turn that off now. And basically, this is a Pixelopolis. I'll put a link in the description. And it goes into this receiver that goes right into the camera. And what I found is that if you turn off, you need to leave the lens on autofocus. The lens basically has an autofocus and a manual focus. The autofocus just means the camera has permission to focus me. And then on the camera itself, I can turn on whether or not the servo autofocus is on. So if I turn it off, the one thing about these Canons is that they'll let you shoot video and record and take a picture while you're shooting a video. But in order to take a picture, it wants to focus. So basically, if I step back here, I should be out of focus, and if I hold this down and just give it a little bit, I can wait until it focuses and then release. And I don't want to push it all the way, but basically I want to hold it down just long enough for it to find me and then focus. And now if I come back, I'm not too out of focus, but if I were to hold this down again, there we go, much better. So that's just a quick little trick, and it has saved me a lot already because I move around a lot in my shots, and having autofocus on becomes a bit of a disaster because you don't want it changing what it's focusing on as you're moving. You want it to just refocus between shots.